To think twice about a couple of items that may be on your child's list. That's because toy-related injuries are on the rise. Daytime's resident Dr. Iyengar is here to talk about some toys that may just end in tragedy. Oh, this is not something we love to talk about, but it's very important that we do.
It's really important because we're in the holiday season right now. There's a lot of things out there that parents want to buy for their kids because the kids are really interested. They see the commercial, they want something, and they ask their parents, and naturally we have to be a little bit of common sense before we purchase any of these gifts.
What's the worst culprit then as far as toys go for kids?
Well, the thing is, right now, one of the biggest movers right now is skateboards or riding scooters or any of those devices. We have to look at it this way. You know, when we look at a kid riding it, we obviously know, hey, it's a lot of fun, but what we don't take into account is when they fall off these scooters or those skateboards. So it's not as though the scooters and skateboards are bad, but let's be a little cognizant of, like, first of all, how old the child should be when he rides one of these, or him or her, and second, maybe wearing a protective gear, like a helmet, some pads on their legs or the knees.
Wrist guards.
Wrist guards,
exactly. How many times do you see broken wrists because of those things?
And that's the thing. The ERs are flooded around this time of year because of those things.
Pads.
Exactly.
Make for a much more experience when they fall off. Okay, so are scooters a no-no?
They're not a no-no as long as, like I said, we take into account that, hey, put a pad, put something on the child before they get onto this device.
Choking hazards. This is really serious.
Yes, and it's probably the fourth largest cause of childhood mortality, unanticipated, because there's a lot of things that kids do. And what's the most common thing? They put things in their mouth.
Yes, they do.
Everything they get, they put it right in their mouth. They taste it, they lick it, they try to swallow it. So a lot of the toys that we give to children are safe. The majority of them are. But this is a little caveat. So if you see a doll, example, an Elsa doll or a Barbie doll for your child, usually they come with maybe removable shoes, removable parts. Those are the things that we really have to take into account because a child will play with the doll, a part will fall off, and chances are they might put that in their mouth, and that's a choking hazard.
What about some of the materials that these toys are made from?
Yeah, there's a big controversy right now about plastic additives called phthalates. It's a substance that's added to plastics to make it more bendable, more flexible.
Sure.
And it's in everything. So it's something that you can just say, oh, it's in one particular toy.
Right.
But we're finding out more and more that phthalate exposure to children could actually increase the rate of puberty in these children and actually decrease IQ in some cases. So it's right now being investigated thoroughly. But what I would tell everyone at home is, first of all, if you can avoid giving a majority of plastic toys, if you can do something else, number one, that would be a starting point. Number two, recalls.gov. It's the government's website. Go there first. If you have a question about a toy and you're like, well, I'm not sure if this is going to be dangerous for my child, recalls.gov. It's a government website. Check it out.
All right. Thank you very much. Good advice. And you're going to be a dad soon enough.
Soon enough, I'll be, exactly.
You'll be practicing what you preach. And if you would like to learn more about toy safety, find Dr. Iyengar on Facebook by going to our website. It's daytimeonline.tv. Jerry, over to you.
All right. What is